Hey, welcome into Average Joe Sports Talk. My man Josh is out from behind the camera. He's in front of the camera now, about to lay down a track for you Georgia Bulldog fans. Josh has pointed out a few things that I wasn't even aware of, but I'm going to let Josh take it from here.
To be honest with you, I was shocked. I called Bo and said, hey, we've got to get out in front of this because somebody at Vegas is asleep at the wheel. They've got Georgia a 13.5 point favorite over A&M.
Ain't no way.
To me, first of all, not only do I think they'll cover, I think they'll win it outright.
A&M, that is.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see that.
You look at, first of all, A&M has lost to Alabama, Clemson, and the good Auburn.
Yeah. When Auburn was hitting a stride.
Yes. Georgia beat the bad Auburn, the Auburn that has mentally checked out. Is that what you've seen? It looks like Auburn's mentally checked out.
Auburn, yeah. I mean, if they didn't go on that 2-minute offense in the end of that game, they were a complete checkout.
Yeah, I mean, it was 21-14.
Yeah.
If you look at Georgia's schedule, they beat Auburn, the bad Auburn, not the good Auburn, 21-14. They barely beat Florida 24-17.
Yeah. Florida's worst performance of the year. At least we fought LSU.
Yes.
We fought them. We didn't even show up for Georgia, which is who the biggest rival. I mean, that's the biggest game on our schedule, and we didn't show up for it.
And here is the most glaring thing. They lost to South Carolina.
They're horrendous.
There's no excuse for that.
And Georgia is ripe for the pickings this year. That's why I was so pissed off at Florida.
Here's the thing. The bowl committee, as just earlier tonight, has them at what? 3? 4?
4.
They're in the playoffs with a loss to South Carolina. How does that happen? Oh, Alabama.
But, I mean, Oklahoma's getting punished for their horrible loss, but these guys are getting praised for theirs.
Alabama's only loss, and yes, I'm biased. I'm an Alabama fan. Alabama's only loss is to number 1 LSU by less than 7 points. A one possession game. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If I was Georgia, I would be fine trying to find a way out of this SEC championship game because I promise
LSU.
You lose to South Carolina, LSU will beat the brakes off of you. They'll beat you like you stole something.
If you can't beat South Carolina 98 out of 100 times you play them in Georgia, how are you going to stick up with LSU? That ain't going to happen, man.
No, LSU. And
LSU's earned the respect of our show. Period.
Yes.
They beat it into us.
Whether we wanted to respect them or not, Florida fan, Alabama fan, look, LSU's got our respect. Georgia has how they are ranked, where they're ranked, I'll never know.
They're strictly going off what they've done in recent years, which is lose. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what they're hanging their hat. We lost to Alabama. Who gives a piss? You lost to them.
Yeah. I mean, it's Mark Richt 2.0.
Dude, put Jimbo Fisher head-to-head with that guy from that 1988 Goodyear Tire and Rubber haircut, Kirby Smart. Fisher's 10 times the football coach that idiot is. Period. Who's got the ring? Who's got the ring? That's all I want to know. Who's got the ring? Who don't have the ring?
If it comes down to coaching, I'll tell you Jimbo Fisher.
Oh, all day long. I mean, who's got a ring? Who don't have a ring? Start and stop right there. Don't give me no more of this blah, 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 so and so. No. Who's got a ring? Who don't have a ring? Period.
So, yeah, I'm a little... I talked to you before the rankings come out and told you, hey, take 13.5 points.
Oh, yeah.
Take 13.5. I couldn't believe it when I seen it.
I thought this would be more around maybe 9, 8 range.
I thought it would be 3 or 4, to be honest with you.
That's awesome.
I seriously did, and because look at A&M's losses. If you just say they have 3 losses, fine. Okay, they got 3 losses. But look at who they lost to, guys. And their one loss is to South Carolina.
Horrible South Carolina.
Alabama has one loss to LSU.
I think the reason this line has ballooned up to 30 or 13 is because it's between the hedges, big fear the dogs, you know. But guess where South Carolina won, buddy? Wasn't that South Carolina?
Look,
Between the hedges, that homie.
there is a couple of places that I dread when I hear Alabama has to go to. Athens is not one of them.
No, God no.
I feel like Death Valley and LSU, especially at night, gives you can go ahead and put points towards that. That's going to give you a couple of points. It's hard for players to overcome.
A couple of false starts, a
Yes.
couple of plays not coming in, you know, getting your plays in, a couple of audibles they can't hear.
Now, I will say this. Playing in Athens is not going to be advantageous for them.
It's terrible.
But not playing at Kyle Field it is in their favor.
I think so too, because their home fans is getting a little restless.
I mean, what's worse than...
My brother's an A&M fan. He's just kind of frustrated, but no, he'd be frustrated this week.
No.
Georgia's defense is legit, but that offense is horrible.
Yeah.
This is the most overrated offensive line in the nation.
And I think the College Football Playoff Committee should have to answer to why Georgia is ranked this high. So there needs to be an investigation.
They got a big win, man, over Auburn last week.
Nothing against Auburn, but Auburn was expecting a big year this year. Auburn has a great defense. Auburn wanted and expected a big year. The players, the fans, the coaches, everybody. Everybody thought they were going to have a big year. They lost some games. To me, it looks like they've checked out.
Bo Nix.
Now, they will check back in, I promise you, for the Iron Bowl. And
Especially with Tua hurt. Now they got the sharks in the water and they smell blood.
so I am in no way saying that they're not going to get fired up for the Iron Bowl.
Getting fired up and executing against Alabama is going to be two different things. Though.
Yeah. But if you look at Georgia's schedule, if they played a quality opponent, it was a 7-point game.
Oh, I agree.
And you're about to have a quality opponent with 3 losses.
Right.
Let's just call it what it is. They're 3 great losses. I would say A&M is the best 3-loss team in the country.
Oh, there's no question.
So
Who's the better coach, Jimbo Fisher or the guy with the 1988 Goodyear tire and rubber haircut?
nothing against your Goodyear tire and rubber.
Nothing against Goodyear tire. Well, yeah, they got something against Goodyear tire and rubber. They're about to close down. We live in Gadsden, Alabama, with a huge Goodyear center.
Yeah, I'm a little aggravated about that. But
So, who's the better coach?
I'm I'm an Alabama guy. I don't have nothing against Kirby Smart, but
I do.
Looking at his body of work at Georgia,
They're about to get hit on probation because their recruiting coordinator's gone, other coaches are gone, there's players jumping shit. They're fixing to get hit with probation for the way they're recruiting. That is coming. That will be coming this offseason. That's a guarantee. So, there's no way he'd jump over there. I mean, who wants to go to Georgia and play football?
You know what's very interesting is George Pickens. He was.
Oh, don't he? I mean, that's not it. I mean, bro, you go to every camp there is with Bo Nix. Your roommates with Bo Nix at the Alabama Mississippi All-Star.
You tell everybody I'm Auburn.
It's Bo Nix. Him and Bo Nix has spent all summers out, and all of a sudden, boom.
Signing day.
Yeah. Clay Webb, same thing.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, look, if it walks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
Right.
I mean, let's just call it like it is. But if you're the type of person who likes to bet money, I'm not guaranteeing it, but I would highly recommend you taking the 13.5 points. There's no way they will beat A&M by 13.5. I don't think they beat A&M, to be honest with you, but
I think Georgia's got a chance of beating them, but it's going to be a dogfight.
yeah, I mean, it'll be.
I think Georgia's defense will keep them in the game. I tell you who they won't keep them in the game with LSU.
No, you go ahead. Hello, go ahead and get ready for that. That's coming down the pipe. All right.
LSU, Georgia, and Atlanta. Put LSU's receivers on that turf.
Georgia, if you're not already dreading that day, you should be.
LSU will beat them 24 to 42 points.
Easily.
Yeah.
I mean, A&M's averaging more yards a game. They're throwing the ball for more yards per game.
Played a much tougher schedule.
Oh, yeah. My biggest thing with Kirby.
Look who they played.
I know.
Up until last week, they've played number 3 Clemson.
Clemson. Yeah. Alabama.
Yeah.
Auburn.
And Auburn. Right.
And
then
they're battle tested.
And then they got LSU coming up, so they're gonna have number 1, number 3.
Nobody's scared of Georgia. Are you scared of Georgia?
No, that's why I'm pissed off, because Florida late. I mean, if Georgia was ever ripe for the pickings, it's this year.
Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah, George Pickens.
But
good guy, man. Watch him play at Hoover a lot.
A&M demolished South Carolina 30-6. That's what you do. And
common denominator opponent.
And I don't believe in that, because that's the way UCF won the national championship. We beat this team, they beat that team, yada yada yada. But looking at the overall body of work, I don't know why they're a 13.5 point favorite.
It's pretty comical.
So yeah, I wanted to say my piece on that.
Then we'll shut it down.
I'll say 35-17. Yeah, 35-17.
A&M?
No, let me say 35-24, because I don't think A&M has a great defense. But it's good enough to beat Georgia, yeah. So
35-24?
35-24, yeah.
I gotta say, this is disgusting. I'm gonna say 20-17 Georgia, but in an ugly game. Ugly game.
Look, I'm not saying it's completely out of the realm of possibility that Georgia wins.
But it's very highly unlikely.
It's unlikely, and it definitely will not be 13.5 points.
I agree.
So, I don't know. Hey, do at me. Yeah, we love reading your comments. I'm sure there will be some.
We read them all.
Yeah, we read them all. Try to respond to as many as we can, but we got day jobs. But just remember that when you leave a comment, that I will be back on Saturday about 6:30. Telling you I was right.
Okay.
So,
Average Joe's Sports Talk.